I hope you all are well. I don't have like a set idea of what it is I'm really going to say in this particular video, other than I noticed, I think it was 2 days ago, that I have reached the 6 month mark in my little journaling experiment, and I cannot believe it's been 6 months since I started this journal. And so I kind of just wanted to do a follow-up and maybe give you my takeaways from the experiences I've had since I began journaling every day. The last true vlog video I did was shortly after I had done a screen cleanse, and in concert with starting the journal. So those two things kind of went hand in hand with one another. And honestly, that was such a positive experience for me that although I did not continue with a true screen cleanse, I most certainly have changed dramatically the way that I engage with social media, mainly using it to post videos and articles on my blog page, and as a way of creating community with other people. And I'm not using it as a way to run away from the now moment or distract myself. It's in a very intentional way. And so with the journaling, really when I started the journaling, it was more an experiment in self-love and wanting to know myself more fully. And I've noticed that over the course of the 6 months, it certainly has changed, themes. Most certainly, self-love is always there. But at times, I'm a very, a person that really likes ritual. I have my ritual in the morning now with the journaling and meditating, but I like to have freedom within those rituals. But mainly, I noticed that the thing that was the most beneficial for me was to start each morning in gratitude for the day prior. So I start each morning with the evidence of my new script and what I'm trying to co-create with the universe. I'm putting in there things that I feel grateful for at certain points during the 6 months, when I've really been focused, when I've noticed aspects of reality where these subconscious tethers have been coming up. I've been using it to transmute subconscious beliefs. So I would be, scripting and writing from the perspective of the things that support the timeline that is my highest and best, and then also using it to script a change in subconscious belief systems. So from the perspective of, I don't know, let's say in my reality that women are terrible, and I don't understand why women are terrible, and I'm constantly having conflict with women. This is not true, by the way. I have so many beautiful female friends, and am very blessed, actually. But let's just say that as an example, then I would be writing from the perspective, I'd be isolating where that tether or that subconscious belief came from because of an early childhood trauma. And so then I would be writing in the journal that, women are kind and women are supportive, and my experience with, women is the highest and best. And so I've used it in order to transmute energies as well, or subconscious beliefs. And then every day I'm, putting a mantra to myself, and that has been fluid as well. So, at one point it was focusing on a ho'oponopono. At another point, it's, reminding myself to be the observer, whatever in that moment is most applicable to the, like the feel of the energy that you're in, that you're moving through, or the feel of the collective energies. And, noticing, kind of like, I just quickly looked back through the journal, that will kind of fluidly change. But as a whole, just sitting down in the morning, first thing, and writing out the things that you're grateful for, the ways in which you're trying to script out your life, or the things that you're reaffirming that you want to see in your reality, has been, I cannot believe the difference in perception from 6 months ago to now. How much more stable the energies are, and much less volatile. My manifestations, I've looked back and, I've manifested some pretty amazing things. I have also noticed that now that we're moving into higher dimensional fields, as a dominant resonant frequency, that it tends to be the things that I write as a whim, or that would be nice to have, or the thoughts that are just in passing are the things that are manifesting most quickly in my life. Now, I don't know if that's, due to the fact that there's, reduced importance, or I just happen to be a vibrational match and I'm calling that forward. But that seems to be kind of the tenor of the things that manifest most quickly. Certainly, since, I'd probably say July, August time. But yeah, so many things have changed in a positive way over these last 6 months since I began journaling daily. And of course, there's been, days where I'm not doing it, but more often than not, I am starting my day with the journal, and at the very least, reaffirming the wonderful aspects of the day prior and the mantra that I like to focus on. And so it's definitely something I'll continue to do. Definitely something I'll continue to do. So maybe I'll, do another one in 6 months and tell you that, it's changed again. And now when I'm journaling, I'm journaling X, Y, and Z because it's evolved. But, yeah, I can say without a doubt that, taking a moment each morning to write out, the things in your life that are going well is how you want to be starting your day. That's the most, giving you the most probable outcome for things to be favorable, in that now moment. And it's also pretty cool to see where you were and where you are, and the things that, maybe you've put in there that you wanted to manifest that have manifested, because sometimes, we're not always so conscious of what it is that we are manifesting. And it's nice to remind ourselves, oh my gosh, yeah, I did write in there on a whim that, I wanted that free cup of coffee, or, whatever it is. So I hope that helps somebody out there. If you're considering scripting or journaling or working on self-love, or just directing your flow and getting into a flow state first thing in the morning, I would highly recommend doing a journal, and, however you're called to doing it. And I've also had some great channeling sessions through the journal, like where my team and spirit will just kind of pop in, and I've had some really good, moments of inspiration. And I just think overall it's been a really amazing practice. And 6 months later, I'm still doing it, and I will definitely continue to do it because my life has changed dramatically over the last 6 months, and it's only going to get better from here. So love, light, and blessings to you all. Bye. Okay, So that wasn't really the end. I completely forgot. The next experiment that I am endeavoring involves this little guy. Isn't he cute? So the next thing I'm going to be vlogging about is my experience after 30 days of intention setting with a material object. And if you you can I'll maybe put something in the description, but one of my new wonderful girlfriends invited me to do a little experiment with a physical object, something that and it doesn't have to be a stuffed animal. It could be virtually anything that invokes some sort of emotion or affinity, or, you know, a feeling of love in a material object. And so the idea behind this, and this is special to me because my son actually naturally has always done this. And that's one of the things I found so fascinating about it, because you guys have heard me talk about him before and how magical and awake he is. And I've noticed that many of these concepts that I'm utilizing in my life to deprogram or evolve are things that he just naturally does. But the idea behind it is to set an intention with a material object, and to put your love towards that object, and to set an intention with it. The idea being that vibrationally, you know, our angels, our guides, many light beings are always around us, but they do need our permission in order to help. And this, with the idea of tethering, creates a tether or a cord, a love vibration, a love frequency, by the focus and intention. And it's the same thing when you use writing, like in a journal, or you're meditating, or you create a slide. You're just focusing your intention, and then that creates an energetic tether to the alternative space, to the point in the alternative space. This is just using a tangible object to do that, because in our humanness, we like to have something material sometimes to focus our intentions on. And when you do that, you'll have the assistance and the guidance from the light beings that are already there, that are already waiting, and they will pick up on that, and they will move about their day in the alternative space, aiding you in bringing your intention into the 4D reality. So I started this about a week ago. I've already seen amazing results with it. There really is no difference between this, if you guys use crystals, which I do as well, or if you use, you know, your jewelry has energetic vibration in it as well, because there's, you know, crystals in your jewels. It doesn't have to be the crystal, but you can alchemize with jewelry too. I'm also doing this with a bracelet that I'm wearing. So the process that I used in beginning this experiment was to charge the item with love light, and you can use you know, intention setting the same way you would charge your water or program your water. And then every morning and evening you just use your intention and focus it towards your little trinket of some kind. So I'm excited to see how this develops. And I love the idea of, just bringing a little bit more magic into our days with things that, may have in the past been a little mundane. And so in that same vein, I had told you before that I was trying to decide. I've been making all of these ornaments and these magnets, and really kind of with that same intention, like, how can I become the alchemist in my life? And so I decided to use the medium of salt dough, and I've been experimenting with organic flour and water and Himalayan sea salt, and then using these elements from the earth, and then using fire to bake them, and then there's water in order to make the dough, and then with the ether, charging them with love light. And I am always starting all of my videos with my beautiful beings of light, and it's my name with my blog and on my Instagram account. So I was thinking, how could I somehow parlay that into a physical alchemized material item? And so this was the little guy that I was telling you about in my last video. I hope you can see him. So it says he's my beautiful being of light, or of love light, and he has his chakras and his crown chakras there too, and he's all lit up, and I will be charging these with love light and blessing them with love light as well. So these are great for the Christmas season, and or to bless your I'm doing them as purse charms, or you can put them on your rear view mirror, and I'm just really excited about it. I think it looks really cute, and stay tuned, because I think I'm going to be giving some of these away once I reach different milestones with my channel, and possibly with my blog, and just because I'd like to give them away as well. So if you're interested in purchasing any of those things, everything is between like $8 and $12. It's very inexpensive, and every single item has been alchemized and blessed. And if you're interested in using one of these little guys as your trinket, and I can do them as magnets too, which I just think is so cute. Then you can go to my Facebook page at Beautiful Beings of Light, and you can order one from me there. So I'm going to do another vlog after this 30 days of my intention setting with a charged blessed trinket with love light, and let you know how that little experiment goes. If it's anything as magical and amazing as the journal has been for me, then I'm pretty stoked. I'm already seeing some amazing things come to life in my life, just in the week or so that I've been doing it. And again, I really think it's such an amazing kind of practice, because children instinctively already do this with their blankies, with their plushies, and my son doesn't go anywhere without his. And before I was in the place that I'm in now, I kind of worried about, what will other people think. Now I just think it's amazing. And so it's been really cool to see my own progression and see how I've progressed as a parent, and how my own belief systems have progressed in regards to it. And now to think, here I am, you know, several years later, actually practicing the same magical love, light practice that my 9-year-old has always instinctively known. Just, you know, really outlines to me how much our children, you know, and how we came into this world already having the tools available to us, and how much was programmed out of us. And to now be discovering that again, it feels really good. You know, I will say too, the other thing that's really come from this journaling experiment has been tapping into my inner child, for sure. It definitely, maybe because I always have been a writer and a poet. You know, I think I entered my first poetry competition when I was like 9, about my son's age now. And it wasn't even myself that did it. It was my mom that put me into this poetry competition for adults when I was a little kid. And I ended up, you know, winning. But it really has let me tap back into that excitement and that energy of just, you know, feeling like anything is possible, and there's really nothing you couldn't achieve. And, you know, I think I mentioned in the other video, I started riding my bike again this summer, and oh my God, I loved riding my bike when I was a kid. Oh, I just loved it. And there's no way that I thought 5 years ago that I'd be able to ride a bike. You know, 5 years ago, I still couldn't walk at all without a cane. And, you know, a year before that, it was a walker. And, you know, a few years before that, it was the wheelchair. So it's been really cool. And so I'm excited. So I will update you guys next in a vlog post on how it goes with my little bunny. And I already think, like, now that I look at his little face, he already seems so magical, and he smells like chocolate too. So my son picked that for me. So I'm sending you all so much love. I hope this helps somebody out there. And if you're interested in having your own beautiful being of light, let me know. Or maybe you want to, you know, put it on your Christmas tree or give it to somebody as a gift. So you guys take care. Bye.